Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News, episode 351. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon here, and welcome back to another juicy episode of WWE News and Rumors. So, I hear you guys. I do, okay? I don't like doing timestamps because, that's not how YouTube works. YouTube thinks your video is horrible if people don't watch the whole thing. But if it's going to prevent people from actually clicking on the video, like some people say it is, I'll include the timestamps down in the description of this video for those impatient ones of us. And I'm sorry if the episode just seems like it's dragging sometimes. I try to limit them at 10 minutes. But, ladies and gentlemen, anyway, no more rambling. Let's go ahead and jump into this juicy episode of W News and Rumors, and the timestamps are in the description. Alright, the first news story. The first news story is about, actually real fans at Raw this past Monday. I don't know how we didn't notice, maybe because it wasn't like the crowd was back or anything. So basically, the wrestlers could invite friends and family members to, come and watch Raw, which was probably a terrible idea considering what we're going to talk about later in this episode, but pretty much there was fans there. I mean, if they were friends with the wrestlers could have invited them, but there was actual people other than other wrestlers in the crowd this week, which is, pretty interesting that they would allow that, which they probably shouldn't have, and we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, the next news story, this is confirmed. A NXT wrestler who has wrestled in the past 2 weeks has tested positive for it. I can't say the actual thing. Thanks, YouTube. That's wonderful way to censor us. But basically, the NXT wrestler has tested positive. Obviously, they want to keep the identity mystery. So we can guess who it is or whatever, which this kind of opened up a whole freaking storm. Like, how did this happen? How did someone test positive who has been in the Performance Center in the past few weeks, contaminated everyone? Now everyone's going to have to get retested, and you should be doing regular tests, which is something we're going to talk about a little bit later. But apparently this NXT wrestler has tested positive, and they're going to have to really change the way they do things. And this is going to be a major setback on everything, and them getting back to doing a crowd and getting back to normal. And it's just going to mess up everything. But mystery NXT wrestler who has wrestled in the past 2 weeks has tested positive. Alright, the next news story. WWE have apparently went ahead and delayed the TV tapings. So there were supposed to be TV tapings yesterday. Yesterday they were supposed to be filming, I believe, NXT and SmackDown this week. They've called that off. They've called that off to kind of redo tests and kind of get the whole place cleaned up and everything to make sure everything's A-okay and wonderful, right? But basically it was supposed to happen yesterday. Then it was supposed to happen today, but news just came in literally minutes before I filmed this episode that tonight, there's a scheduled episode of NXT, so it has to happen. So they went ahead and filmed NXT, but they are not filming SmackDown yet. They're waiting on things to get better and kind of make sure they're safe before they go ahead and film SmackDown. So I don't know if they're going to be able to film SmackDown tomorrow, or if they're going to actually wait till the day of the show, Friday to film it. But things are totally messed up right now, and it's a bit chaotic backstage apparently, and everyone's like freaking the hell out. But someone's tested positive. They've canceled, postponed tapings, and it's just a giant mess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so those are the confirmed news stories for the day. But don't you dare go anywhere, because it's just about to get good. We're going to get into some juicy stuff. So I'm going to use my catchphrase, which is on a t-shirt, on a juice box, available on the Brandon Hodge merchandise store for those interested. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all the news stories. And now, we're going to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor. The first rumor is about Apollo Crews. So Apollo Crews is the current United States champion. They're finally giving him a push, which he definitely deserves. He's been, working hard for a very long time, which is great, which is absolutely great. But, his character could use a little something different. And, it's kind of hard to make a compelling, baby face character. And some people are just better off heel. And apparently that's the way WWE see it. So the rumor is they are turning Apollo Crews actually heel here in a few weeks. And get this, there's another double rumor for you guys. Apollo Crews will be joining, reportedly, MVP as a heel. So it'll be like managing him. So Apollo Crews MVP, they're going to make Apollo Crews to do a very believable heel and like amazing. And I can't wait to see what they do. And I really hope this rumor is true. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about masks at TV tapings. So, obviously, in the world right now, pretty much all over the world, most people, who are in public exposed are wearing a face covering or a mask of some sort. And there was a rumor that came out that apparently WWE told the people who were going to be in the crowd, the wrestlers or the family members or the friends or whoever, don't wear a mask. We don't want no masks on TV. You're going to be right next to people, and if you're just going to catch it, and there's someone who's already been in here, and no masks allowed. So, in hindsight, they probably shouldn't have said that if they said it. But there's conflicting reports that, someone who was in the crowd said, no, that we were never told we couldn't wear a mask if we wanted to wear a mask. That's not true at all. So who knows? I mean, it could go either way, but maybe it was something small where it's like, I don't know what they could have done. I mean, it's just stupid. It's just plain out stupid if they told them no masks allowed whatsoever, but I didn't see anyone wearing one, so I don't know what the truth is here. I don't know if we'll ever know, but that's the rumor there. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is apparently the reason why they can't go ahead and cancel the SmackDown taping today. Everything's just chaos right now. So basically, this wasn't the rule before for some reason. WWE, they basically weren't doing a lot to prevent, the virus from spreading everywhere. They weren't like really doing anything. They had a illusion that they were doing something. So they were pretty much cleaning the places and taking people's temperature. But I heard the temperature thing, if they're a high up star and they had a temperature, they would go ahead and let them in anyway because they need them for the taping. They would make an exception, which is not good. So what they've done since they have got this positive test from this person, they have came up with a rule that no one is allowed into the building until they pass the test successfully, or until the test comes back negative. You don't want to pass the. I don't. It's not positive. If it's a negative test, negative. We don't have to be negative. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys. Pretty much negative test. They're allowed inside the building, so they're testing everyone. And a few people's test results are taking a bit longer. I don't know if that means something or not. But everyone who was planned for the show for SmackDown has not been, cleared yet from that. So we'll just have to wait and see if there's any more positive tests. I would imagine there might be one or two more positive ones. I don't know, but I will keep you guys posted. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final news story, the final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about with you guys inside of this video. So it's about WWE's taping schedule and kind of like the fan kind of thing. So, I was hoping, personally, okay, let me explain myself in case you don't know me, you're new to the channel. My name is Brandon Hodge, okay? I travel pretty much all around the United States country, and pretty soon probably going to other countries, so I could say travel around the world, going to these wrestling shows. I've been to over 100 WWE shows or whatever, so I like to travel, I like to go to the shows, I'm a big fan. And I was hoping, that things would kind of cool off and things would get better, and we wouldn't really have to be so concerned about this anymore. And, they could get back doing shows this summer with the crowd, and I could go and do my vlogs that, that people always watch me do and probably know me for. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon, especially now that this positive test just came back. That's a major setback. I don't know if it's going to even be possible now. Like, they were pretty determined to do SummerSlam with the crowd. But now, with this positive test, I don't even know. So the current plan right now, as for pre-filming, they're actually pre-filming every show all the way to August. Yeah, so they're pre-filming way over a month away, so I was hoping sometime in July we would maybe get back to a crowd, but they've went ahead and made the decision. July, we're not getting no shows with the crowd. So if you have a show planned in July, like I actually have an NXT I was going to go to in July, there's still planned to happen in Knoxville on July 12th. That's going to have to be postponed because they're not doing any shows in July. They've went ahead and called all those off. And they're going to pre-filming, pre-taping everything all the way up to August 1st. I guess August 1st they'll make a decision if it's going to be, a good idea to go ahead and have maybe SummerSlam with the crowd. SummerSlam could be the first show back with the crowd. But as of right now, it doesn't look like anything's happening, at least until we kind of get the whole thing cleared up and we know the wrestlers themselves don't have it. And, if the wrestlers have it themselves, of course, people in the crowd are bound to have it. The wrestlers who are supposed to be tested all the time have it. But it's just a total mess right now, and it may not be until fall time until we get shows back, which absolutely sucks. Drives me crazy. I just want to get out of here. I want to go to a show. I want to, do the vlog that I've done for years for you guys, and I just want to do an amazing time and bring the King of Vlog style back out of, this jail cell pretty much. But maybe here soon we can. But as of right now, it's looking August 1st. They're going to make a decision, but that's the plan right now. Pre-film all the way to August 1st. No shows with crowds until past that, at least. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that's going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a like. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and make sure to subscribe and turn on the little push bell notification thing to be notified when there's a brand new amazing video. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.